Everyone in my house, including me, is obviously quarantining. I am trying to take this very seriously because I'm definitely a higher candidate to contract virus than the average 21-year-old because I have a weaker respiratory system and immune system than the average 21-year-old.
Tana once said, "Partying/going out to any social gatherings during a global pandemic was such a careless and irresponsible action on my behalf. I fully hold myself accountable for this and will be staying inside. Actions like that don't deserve a platform, and I want to fully apologize and be better than this. I'm sorry." While Erica and I were referring to past drama in our video, the topic no longer matters. I need to be a better example and person. Really sticking to those words, Tana. Really becoming that responsible, better person. A person deserving of a platform. An influencer. Truly such an example for the youth. Let me tell you guys. Such an example. Making everyone so proud, so responsible of her to be doing this in a pandemic. Just letting you guys know you can listen to my No Bleeps podcast anywhere you stream podcasts or on my No Bleeps YouTube channel. Link in the description. Hey guys, it's Spilly and welcome back to Spill Sesh. Today we are talking about Tana Mongeau because yet again Tana has got herself caught into a big storm of trouble because she can't stay out of trouble. That's literally just it. I mean, it's in her name, honestly, that she is trouble. But there's been a lot going on with her this past week and there is stuff that people are not happy about. First, we're going to start off by talking about Tana going to Colorado. For Christmas, Tana decided that she was going to go with all of her friends, basically every single one that lives with her, and they were going to go on this little trip to Colorado. And she was posting a ton all over social media, super excited to be there and just do a bunch of stuff in Colorado. And she started to say that she was leaving. She posted on her story that she was leaving Colorado. And then she came on her Instagram story and she said that the reason why she posted that was because she was getting threats. People were threatening her for being in Colorado, and she thought that posting that would lead people to believe that she left and that they would be left alone.
What's up, guys? Fun fact, actually really sad fact. Earlier when I posted bye Denver, I actually wasn't leaving Denver at all. People were just threatening our home and trying there. So now I'm in a hotel.
To continue from last night's saga, we booked a jet to get the out of here.
And because she kept receiving these threats, they all just decided that they were going to go home early. A lot of people were saying that these threats were due to the fact that she was there and just breaking all the rules of the pandemic right now, not caring about safety, traveling with a bunch of people, and people were really upset about it. And that's why she was getting threats. I think that it's absolutely so scary that she was getting threats, that people knew where she was, that were, trying to find where she was in order to scare her. That's not okay ever. That's really gross, really not okay, and I do not approve of that at all. That's so terrifying. I do, however, think that Tana going on this little vacation, not the best idea. It wasn't ever confirmed whether or not that was the actual reason why she was getting those threats, but she did up and leave early from her Colorado vacation. She bought a private jet to fly in to go back home, and that is what she did. She went home early from her trip because she was getting threatened. But then very quickly after she came back from Colorado, she was on another private jet, you guys, to Miami. She decided to go from Colorado to LA, and now she is in Miami. And it was literally within a day of each other that she was doing all of this flying. I know that Tana gets tested a lot, but people are not happy about this. People are not happy about the travel that's going on right now, especially with how bad LA is, for her to be coming from Colorado back to LA, hanging out with different groups of people, and up and flying to Miami. She flew private, but people are still not happy with the fact that she's traveling, especially because she is most definitely traveling to Miami right now in order to spend New Year's there. And a lot of other influencers have also been seen flying into Miami to prepare for New Year's Eve because LA is under a lockdown. There's literally nothing open. You can't even go to a restaurant. So a lot of people have been thinking, oh my gosh, like, what are we going to do for New Year's? We can't stay home. We're influencers. We're going to go somewhere. And they flew to freaking Miami. It's just like, what is so hard about staying home and staying safe and trying to protect you and other people and your friends and your family? Like, I don't understand what is so hard to, I just, like, they all can work from home. Every single one of them are so privileged to the fact that they can stay home. They can hire a freaking private chef if they want to, if they don't want to order food, if they don't want to cook themselves, they don't want to go to the grocery store. They can literally hire a freaking private chef, which Tana did have one at one point in time this year, but it's not good enough. She's got to go out and about. She's got to party left and right. And the fact that she has now up and gone to Miami and is posting all of these videos, she's like barely got a mask on in any of them. They're on party boats. She's met up with Jake because Jake has flew out there to Miami to hang out with her for freaking New Year's. Apparently FaZe Banks is also making his way to Miami to spend New Year's Eve there. This stuff is absolutely ridiculous, guys. I don't know what is so hard or what they can't grasp about the fact that people that follow them are not happy with what they're doing. Like, this whole year has truly been Tana getting called out for partying and going out, and her lying and saying that she was going to take accountability and she was going to not promote those things, and then going back on her word and going back to partying and hanging out with Jake and just literally not caring about any of this at all. It's truly ridiculous. I don't know how these people have been getting so freaking lucky with the amount of times that they've been hanging out with each other, going out, doing all this stuff, to not get it. I don't wish it upon them. It's absolutely the most scary thing I've freaking heard of. Like, that's not something that I want, and that shouldn't be anything that any of them want. But it's pretty clear that, Jake is not a believer in any of the things that are going on right now. He doesn't really care. Tana doesn't care. All of them just seem to have this F it attitude of, if I get it, I get it. It's no big deal, which it's so frustrating because they should really also care about the people around them. Like, Tana has security guards and people that work for her that are older than her, and it's truly a nightmare to even think about how they process how this pandemic is actually affecting people, and just the fact that they're just over here flaunting, I have a private jet, I can go on vacation and be safe and all this stuff, but then when they actually get to the location of where they're going, all they're doing is hanging out with a bunch of people in big groups with no masks on. And it's like, oh my God, it's so gross. And it's just hurting them overall. Their reputations have just gone way farther down the drain than they ever have before. And it just doesn't even seem to affect them at all. Like, they just don't care. And it's extremely frustrating for a lot of people to just see them post all of this party stuff on the internet non-stop, all of them. And to think that after all that has happened this year, after all of the call outs, all of the people reporting on them in mainstream media, people saying that they're being so disrespectful, that they would literally ring in the new year on a bad note. Like, they're not even like, new year, new me, I'm gonna respect everybody and try to keep everyone safe. It's like, new year, same us, we're gonna party, we're gonna go to Miami, we're all gonna hang out, no masks, nothing. So gross. It's so gross. The fact that LA is shut down and they literally were like, oh, where should we go next to party because we can't party here? I can't believe it. And the fact that there is a 10-day quarantine, if they fly back into LA, they're gonna have to quarantine for 10 days. That's a new thing that they've made mandatory in LA because things are so bad. Are they even going to do it? Probably not. Probably freaking not, because I don't think Tana has been home 10 days straight ever before this year. Honestly, she's just not been at home 10 days straight. Like, maybe partying 10 days straight, but staying home and being safe 10 days straight? No. I don't even know if there was one day this year that she just like stayed home and was safe, because it just seems like every single day they're living in some dangerous, on the edge, playing with their health. I just don't understand what the desire is for going out on New Year's Eve this year. I just think that everyone should be focusing on their health and safety and the health and safety of other people so that 2021 doesn't suck as bad as 2020, because I would like to actually go outside and I would like to travel and go places and not have to worry if there's toilet paper at the store. Like, please, can everyone stay home? I mean, for real. There's literally people that have lost loved ones, haven't been able to see loved ones during the holidays, and here these people are gallivanting from flight to flight, city to city, parties to parties. I just think it's so gross. They're all going to Miami for New Year's Eve. I mean, seriously, it's so gross. But I definitely want to know what you guys think about this entire situation. I hope you guys are all staying safe in your life and that you guys have a happy New Year's Eve, whenever you guys are watching this. I love you guys so much, and I will talk to you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.